Hello and welcome to this video on load management for judo. It's done for Athlete Analyzer, which is a judo software and app where one of the features of it is load monitoring and management. My name is Ben. I'm a physiotherapist in the UK working with a variety of martial arts clubs and organisations. So what is load? Load is basically the amount of stress and strain we put for our body on a day-to-day basis. For judo athletes, this can come from randori, technical work, the gym or other things outside of that, and it's quite variable from each individual. When we're monitoring load, we're generally looking at obviously what they are doing, as I just said, how long they're doing it for in time, and on a perceived exertion scale, and for Athlete Analyzer they use the Borg scale running from 6, which is no effort, to 20, which is extremely hard. So what one can do generally is, this is an average looking week here. As you can see, there's a mix of activities going on, and essentially it's become very popular in professional sports and now becoming more so in martial arts, where we can monitor the work that our athletes are doing over time. This is an average working week here. What we can see is that obviously if you have a competition coming up, you can adjust and almost reduce the amount of activities beforehand so that you're not suddenly increasing demand going through for that week. And also after the competition week, you can have less load or demand going through the tissues, which will essentially look something like this, whereby there's a gradual increase in load, demand and stress to build up for the competition, and then to avoid suddenly doing a lot more or increase in load through that week, you can almost taper off and just before or after the competition. The premise behind this is that essentially a lot of non-contact soft tissue injuries will occur when there is a sudden increase in the train demand and load. So this can usually be around over 10%, but this can vary over time, as evidence will tell us. And it might not come on straight away. Sometimes it can be as late as 4 weeks after an actual increase. That can be either one thing or more likely a collection of instances, which will then ask those tissues to do a lot more than they're willing to tolerate, and essentially know about it. And like I said, it can be as late as 4 weeks afterwards before you notice any actual symptoms. The premise is essentially if we're trying to build an athlete up to increase their load, demand and handling for competition, it should be done gradually over time, as you can see here. If you can build it up gradually, the tissues have time to adapt, as they are very slow, as we know. If you do it suddenly, then obviously that will increase the risk of injury down the line. Athletes can obviously monitor it themselves and add in the info using the app, and obviously coaches and other those in the organisations can monitor it too, so that if you can see that an athlete is on par to suddenly increasing the load for a certain week compared to the normal, you can taper it off or calm down for the rest of the week to make sure that doesn't happen. And it's really that simple. If there's any other questions, the information for the website for the Athlete Analyzer there, as is for myself. Otherwise, have a nice day.